Yo, what's up, friends? Welcome back to the channel. As always, my name is Anton. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fantastic day because we're going to be returning to Ed Sheeran, and this time Overpass Graffiti. And as I've mentioned before, I've liked what I've heard of Ed Sheeran's older material more than this stuff. The last two songs have been really good. They've been catchy, but for me, they didn't have much staying power. And that's just me. I don't know. What are your thoughts so far on the last two singles? But yeah, I'm open to this one being more emotionally up my alley. That's just me, though. And as always, if you guys have any artists you want me to check out, leave a comment down below and we'll throw them on our weekly Discord vote. And if you want to take part in those votes, choose what artists come on the channel every single week. Third link down below in the description to join the Discord and just to hang out with myself and the entire community if you want to, meet everybody. So it's a cool group of people. Definitely, in my humble opinion. And as always, big shout out to the Patreon. Thank you guys very much for supporting the channel. I sincerely appreciate it. And if any of you guys have any song requests, and if you want to check out any of our full album reactions, like we've done some to Kelly Clarkson, Adele, and various other ones, Savage Garden, a whole bunch of others. First link down below, join the Patreon. And that's it. So let's get an Ed Sheeran Overpass Graffiti. Okay, so it's definitely still poppy and catchy. It sounds like an 80s feeling. I like the synth in the background.
This is a dark parade, another rough patch to rain on, to rain on. I know your friends may say this is a cause for celebration. Hip hip hooray, love. Photographs and sepia tones, so still the fire's barely fighting the cold. Alone. There are times when I can feel your ghost, just when I'm almost letting you go. The cards were stacked against us both. I will always love you for what it's worth. We'll never fade like graffiti on the overpass. I know time may change the way you think of us, but I remember the way we were. You were the first to stop. Love that will never leave. Baby, you'll never be lost on me.
I like that. Okay, I actually really like this one. This is not what I was expecting at all. It's definitely poppy, but I feel like this one has definitely Ed Sheeran's, and not saying he has to be this way, but this one has more of like Ed Sheeran's signature sentimentality, his signature emotion, like his vibe. Like I've always found Ed Sheeran like a very like romantic, sensual person. And I've always liked that about him. He felt very real, very honest, very authentic. And this, while being very poppy, it has a very authentic feeling to it. And I do like the 80s feeling behind it. And I love the music video too, because it just seems like Ed Sheeran is just, man, happy with the small things in life. You know what I mean? The things that we all take for granted, but I think are actually the reason why we're so depressed nowadays. Is because we've lost track of how friendship is actually important, how just not be like there's no cell phones right now. You know what I mean? They're not looking at their phones, they're not looking at their Instagrams, they're not looking at social media. They're just in the moment. They're doing what kids used to do. You know what I mean? Just fool around, have fun, be dumb. It kind of reminds me of that Handsome, If Only, the song that we did a couple weeks ago. But yeah, I just really like the vibe of this one. Just I don't know, it brings joy to me in a way. Because, you know, I feel like right now a lot of us feel very numbed out, very apathetic, very, like, I don't know, some of it. Like, I know myself right now, I've been feeling a bit kind of deadened a bit internally. And just kind of seeing this as like, oh, maybe I need to take a step back from my life, I think, right now. It's like I've been just grinding, and I think that Yeah, I might learn something from Ed here. Who knows? But let's get back into it. I'll go 10 seconds back for you guys. He looks so serene, eh?
This is a goddamn shame. I never wanted to break it, leave us tainted. No, I should walk away, but I just can't replace us or even erase us. The car stuck, the engine stalled, and both of us got caught out in the snow. Alone. There were times when I forget the lows and think the highs were all that we'd ever known.
Deep lyrics.
The cards were stacked against us both. I will always love you for what it's worth. We'll never fade like graffiti on the overpass. I know time may change the way you think of us, but I remember the way we were. You were the first full stop, love that will never leave. Baby, you will never be lost on me. Lost on me. Baby, you will never be lost on me. Lost on me. Well, I will always love you for what it's worth. Never fade like graffiti on the overpass. I know time may change the way you think of us, but I remember the way we were. You were the first full stop, love that will never leave. Baby, you will never be lost on me. Lost on me.
God, brings like tears to my eyes right now, but
Graffiti on the
久しぶりだろ、いい加減な外国じゃん。
まあどこに行くの？
どこでもいいよ。
あ、一緒に行っていい？
いいよ、いいよ、おいで。
I'm in love with the shape of you 心熱くなる
I like this.
あなたに恐れる知れば苦しいのにまたきっと後悔するあなたとのストーリー
Man, that was great. That was actually a great song. I really loved that one. Wow. I just had like such a good vibe through it, you know what I mean? Like it like at the end it was like bringing tears to my eyes when he was like with the kids. I don't know why. It was like it like I've been talking with some people about this lately. It feels like all of our TV shows, all of our movies are just so dark. You know what I mean? Like culture is just so dark, so apathetic nowadays. And like I love like the 80s. I love 80s movies, 90s movies. Like there's such a hope to them. There's such a simplicity. There's like, you know, it was all about bad people turning into good people. And nowadays everything is about good people turning into bad people. And I don't know if art imitates culture or culture imitates art. I don't know if it's the chicken or the egg. But I just know that things are going really dark, and I feel like, you know, a lot of us are like psychically suffering. Like our psyches are, a lot of people are hurting. A lot of people just, they've lost hope. They've, you know, they look outside and they're just like, all there is the world just seems to be falling apart. And what was cool about this song is like this video, it felt like an 80s video, like it felt like Home Alone or something, like one of those movies. Like it felt fun. It just felt human. You know what I mean? I feel like so much of us, like how we're trained in society is to like hide ourselves, like hide who we really are. You know what I mean? Don't laugh too much. Don't smile too much. That's weird. You know what I mean? Don't share too much. don't ask questions. You know what I mean? It's like we've been trained to be robots. You know what I mean? Like we're all just sleepwalking our way through our lives. And I see a music video like this, I just see like, yeah, Ed being alive. You know what I mean? And it's just, it's graceful, it's beautiful, I think it brings like tears to my eyes, almost like just seeing him so happy. Like, you know, I'm just like, yeah, you know, he figured it out. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's surreal. Yeah, maybe it's because I've kind of in the last 6 months like probably felt internally like I feel very trapped. Kind of feel like, you know, I could leave whenever I want, but that's the thing with prisons is that the prisons that we create for ourselves, we're always free to leave them, but we don't. You know, it's like we have the key, the door is right there, but we never leave. Because we're comfortable in our prisons, you know, we're comfortable in our lifestyles, but we're slowly just, our souls eroding. Like we're all losing hope because, you know, we haven't walked out of that prison cell. You know what I mean? Because it's scary. It's scary. I remember traveling New Zealand and hitchhiking all over New Zealand. You know, I was there for months, just going from hostel to hostel, city to city, and it was such an incredible time. It was stressful. But I was alive, you know, meeting people and laughing and going on adventures. And, you know, a lot of me craves that again. I feel like I've been saying this lately, but I've been getting the travel bug again. I feel like I want to like pack up and leave all this behind for a couple months, 3 months or something. Just put out like one video a week or something and just kind of have it, you know, record in advance and just put out one video a week, just keep the algorithm going, you know what I mean? And just to give you guys something every week. But, you know, for the most part, I just want to be traveling, you know? Like, I just want to be, yeah, I want to get out of the routine I've created for myself, I think. That's pretty big right now. How about you guys? How are you guys doing? Are you guys feeling like you guys are stuck a bit in life? Or are you feeling like you, the magic in your eyes has gone a bit? Like when you think about your lives, when you think about tomorrow, how magical is it? Is it a movie where it could be something like this? Or is it like, oh, I'm going to be going to work tomorrow. I'm going to be, you know, spending time with my relationship of 4 years that is kind of like the same, like it's just the same thing over and over again. You know what I mean? I feel like, yeah, it's a weird thing about the entertainer. It's the artist. It's like, it's kind of like we're the ones who are supposed to go first in some sense. Like Ed's supposed to go first, and he inspires me, and I inspire you. Like, you know what I mean? It's like this loop. It's like these entertainers, these artists, they're the ones that, in some sense, remind us what's possible. I think because we forget, you know. But yeah, I absolutely adored this one. This was a fantastic song. This one really got me in my feelings, you know. And yeah, just the, you know, I just, again, shows the romantic that's Ed Sheeran. I'll always love you for what it's worth. We'll never fade like graffiti on the overpass. And I know time may change the way you think of us, but I'll remember the way we were. You were the first full stop. Love that will never leave. Baby, you will never be lost on me. Wow, man. It makes me think about love. It makes me think about soulmates. It makes me think about fate. Like, you know, so much of the time we're in a relationship and then we throw it away. You know, we like literally, like, we just move on. And we never think like maybe that person was one of our soulmates. Maybe we were destined to be together. And that maybe it broke up. But, you know, like when people are like, oh, you can't be friends with your exes. I'm like, first of all, I believe you can. I believe it's healthy if you can. And the only reason why people say you shouldn't is because they're too insecure to deal with you being friends with your ex. And it's like, you know, that's my big thing is like, I don't think we should own each other in some sense. Like we should let each other be free. And, you know, there's commitment, there's, you know, relationships, there's marriage and all that kind of stuff. But I feel like we have each other in prisons. Like we treat each other like our property. You know what I mean? Like we say, oh, you can't hang out with your ex. You know what I mean? And it's like, if you like, obviously most relationships are screwed up. Most people are screwed up, you know. I saw shit I screwed up about me too. And it's like, you know, there's a part of me that is possessive, is jealous, doesn't want to let go, all this kind of stuff. But I know I have to, because I don't own the person I'm with. You know what I mean? And it's like, I think there is a beauty when you can kind of like love the people that you've had in your life, that you've spent the most special moments of your life with. Like, you know, what is it to just throw them away? You know what I mean? Leave them behind. Sure, if you guys don't get along anymore, that's one thing, but like, I don't know, what if you guys were lovers and you realized you were better off as friends, and you were great friends, and the person now you're with, you're meant to be lovers with? It's like, would you tell your spouse, like, no, you can't be friends with the person that, you know, knows you that well in a different way that I do? I don't know. There's no right answer. It's just the way I look at things right now. I think we possess each other too much. I think that we hold on to each other too much. And it's because we're afraid of losing each other. And we also don't love each other. We don't love ourselves. We don't think that, and because we don't love ourselves, we don't see how it would be possible for someone else to love us. So we have to play games. We have to manipulate people to stay with us. That's how we feel in relationships. We're like, if I just let go of all control, you'll leave. So I have to manipulate things. I have to trick you into loving me, staying with me. I have to manipulate your friend group. I have to say what you can and can't do. And so many relationships are like that. There's just so much manipulation. You know? I just look at it. I just go like, man, it's so wasted. Like, we're, as human beings, we're so incredible, but we really screw up our human experience a lot. You know what I mean? But I love these lyrics. They're just self-reflective, you know? This is a goddamn shame. I never wanted to break it or leave us tainted. Know I should walk away, but I just can't replace us or even erase us. The car was stuck, the engine stalled, and both of us got caught out in the snow alone. There were times when I forgot the lows and think the highs were all that we'd ever known. Sometimes you can look at the past through rose-colored glasses. And also, I do want to say, because, you know, I don't know, some people might take what I said the wrong way. I'm not saying you should stay with all of your exes. Not like just be aware. Be like, maybe there's some that you shouldn't just throw away just because they're exes. You know, because our society has that kind of thing where we just cast things away that we've already used up, you know? And that's it. Like, you know, if someone's abusive to you, if they're hurtful to you, if it wasn't a good relationship, don't keep those people around. But, you know, if you had something that was beautiful and for some reason it just didn't work out romantically, yeah, just think for yourself. You know, have a conversation, be like, you know, I still want you in my life, you know? Yeah, that's all it is to me. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I really loved it. This was a beautiful song. And, yeah, man, this is, from what I gather, the Ed Sheeran that I've kind of really enjoyed in passing whenever I heard him on the radio and stuff. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, definitely leave a like, leave a comment, and keep sharing these videos around. I sincerely appreciate every one of you that is passing these around, posting them on chat rooms and stuff. But yeah, if you want to help me get to 5,000 subscribers, that's exactly how. And yeah. So also, as always, if you guys enjoyed anything I was talking about and you kind of like the way I think about things, definitely consider checking out my podcast, because I talk about this stuff all the time on there. Link down below. Also, link down below to the Patreon if you guys have any song requests for me and you want to check out any of our full album reactions. And that's it. So I'll see all of you guys again tomorrow. I love you. Peace.